Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Hills Pruden, and I have another Women's History Month series interview for you and sister leaders. I have a treat for you, and I know you say, Dr. Pruden, you always say that, but I'm still telling the truth. So I have with me today a great sister leader. Her name is Myesha Thurman. And Myesha, please tell the sister leaders community how wonderful you are and what you do in this space called life.
Hello, everyone. My name is Myesha Thurman, aka Coach My. I am an aspiring life coach that specializes in empowering and impacting women's lives. I also have a background, a strong background in social work, and I wear many other hats.
Okay, great. So let's jump right into the questions. So with this being Women's History Month series, I have made an assumption that most of us have at least two women in our lives who have inspired us and motivated us. And so that assumption I have made will honor my guests. And so Myesha, can you identify for the Sister Leaders community two women who have motivated you in your life and explain why?
This is a tough one because many women have impacted my lives, but the two women that made a influential impact on my life, the first one is my mom. May she rest in peace, but she gave me life. She taught me how to be the woman that I am today. She taught me how to be strong. Stephanie Fixtral really impacted my life. She taught me how to not give up. She taught me that I can do and become anything I want to become, and put my mind to it and achieve my goals. And the second woman that impacted my life is she's famous, Oprah Winfrey. And I like to give honor to both my late mom and Oprah Winfrey because Oprah Winfrey endured a lot of challenges growing up in her childhood, but despite of the obstacles she faced, she persevered, and it shows. Everybody know who Oprah Winfrey is.
Absolutely. And so I want to kind of just jump back just a little bit when you talked about your mom. You used the word strong in regards to your mom. And so one question I have is, can a woman be compassionate, empathetic, and caring, and still also be strong and decisive? Because a lot of times you hear men are referred to as strong and decisive, and then you hear women described in the softer side of wording, of caring, empathetic. We're mostly associated with relationships. But can we truly be, as individuals out here in this space called life, in corporate America, and in our entrepreneurial walk, also be compassionate, empathetic, and caring, and as a woman be strong and decisive as a leader? Tell me what your thoughts are about that.
In my opinion, I feel that women can most definitely be strong, empathetic, compassionate, and caring as women, because I feel as a woman, there are boundaries that we can follow and be put in place when it comes to being strong. And we can be strong as women to achieve our goals, build businesses, impact one another, take care of our family, and wear many hats. Like I feel like the traditional way of womanhood used to be where most women depended on someone else to care for them, their significant other, or what have you. But I feel like in women's history, um, we can be versatile. We can depend on someone else and actually learn how to be dependent on ourselves. And um, moving away from codependency allow us to become the strong women that we are inspiring to be. So I do feel like we can be all the above, compassionate, strong, and all the above to achieve our goals and be the best we could be in the realm of womanhood.
Absolutely. So, another question for you: do you think it's difficult for us as women to be career oriented? We have a lot of women who are in the workplace now. There was a time where women were not allowed to even work outside of the home. But do you think it's difficult now for women to who are career oriented to is it more difficult now than it had been in the past, because we still have various hats to juggle, you know, even though we are working outside of the home, predominantly most of us still have home responsibilities. And what I mean by that is that we still have a certain number of responsibilities that are associated with our gender that we have to take care at home, in addition to having any type of career outside of the home. And so do you feel it's more difficult for a woman to be career oriented? Why or why not?
Um, in my personal opinion, I juggle entrepreneurship, working out of the home, and taking care of my family, like co-partnering with my family. And at times it can be difficult, but I feel that if or when a woman chooses to reach out to supports, and the example of supports is reaching out to a job, a life coach, like life coach, or somebody that they can connect with that's supportive to help build them up, and provide the supports that they may need as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And with the supports being put in place, because traditionally, women empowerment communities, life coaches, and all of the support that we have today didn't exist. And personally, I feel it comes along with a focused mindset in order to be able to juggle the many tasks that come along with being a businesswoman, along with doing the other things that we have to do inside of the home, and with our with working in a workforce and connected with entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. So you call yourself an emerging life coach. And so tell me, how did you find that purpose and decided that was the path that you wanted to pursue to help others?
Um, about a year ago, I became a life coach, and thinking back as a young girl, I've always been the type of person where I've always encouraged, uplifted, inspired others to become the best they can be. And I've always wanted to be a life coach to help others, because along the way, I had mentors that impacted my life to help me become the woman that I am today. And a lot of women may not have natural supports that they can depend on, like that role model in their life, or that coach to guide them in the right direction. They may have the passion to do what their heart desires, but don't know where to start. So that's what inspired me to become a life coach.
I love that. I love that. And so you're going to help other women, you know, balance life, maybe help prioritize, even declutter.
Yes.
certain things in their life so that they can find their purpose. I love that. So
Thank you.
women's history. And so when I think about women's history, this is a question. This is like a question, an outlier question, a question that you didn't get ahead of time that you couldn't prepare for. Name a woman that you admire from history and why.
I admire Rosa Parks,
And tell me
and
why.
I chose Rosa Parks because she was a bold lady and she didn't hide what she stood for. When she took that chance on that bus, she didn't back down. And she paved the way for a lot of us women today, and in my opinion, provided us with hope to let us know, despite of the circumstance we may be going through or the situation or we may endure, don't give up. Stand for what you believe in. And by her standing up for what she believed in, it allowed other lives to be impacted.
Absolutely. I too have much respect for Rosa Parks, and I think there would have come a time had I been born back during that time frame where I would have been, you can sometimes she was on her way home from work and you could just be so tired. You'd be like, I'm not standing up today, whatever, they could take me to jail, do whatever you want, but not today is not the day. And I have had plenty of those days. And I think had I been born back in that time that I would have had one of those days as well. But like you said, it took a lot, knowing that how others viewed us in terms of where our place was in public transportation and where we how we should conduct ourselves on public transportation. It took a lot for her to say, today is not the day. Today is
Yeah.
a day. I'm just going to sit here. Whatever happens, happen, because today is not the day. And that is bravery. And in order to be a history making individual, a lot of times they are the first. And sometimes they are not all first turn out to be heroic. Sometimes they turn out to be, not pleasant at all. And we don't remember some of those individuals who the situation turned out to not be so pleasant. But in this instance, her bravery did open the door for others who rallied behind her and felt the same way, that now is the time to not just conform, but to stand up for what you believe in. So I certainly believe that. So I certainly enjoyed talking to you. I know this is a short interview, but I want the world to know that I am connected to some boss women such as yourself. And so if anybody in the Sister Leaders community wanted to stay in contact with you, how would they stay in contact with you? Do you have anything coming up that you would love to have them to support you at? Now is your 30-second commercial.
Hello. Yes, I can be contacted through Facebook, Myesha Thurman, and then through Instagram at MySunshine1922. I'll be happy to be a motivational speaker. If you need life coaching, reach out to me. Thank you.
All right. And I am Dr. Karen Hills Pruden. And of course, I am the CEO and founder of the Sister Leaders Community, the Sister Leaders Conference, and the Sister Leaders Academy. And for those of you who know me, you know that Sister Leaders is not just a community of women. We are a community of men and women who support more women in senior leadership, because no matter what the industry, when you get to the highest position, it is still a boys' club. And so my goal, my passion, my mission in life is to help educate and help spread the word that it's not for a lack of talent, but a lack of knowledge of how to get in leadership for those women who aspire to be in business for themselves, or they aspire to be in business for someone else. And so I am all about acquiring senior leadership as well as sustaining senior leadership. Because when we get there, we want you to stay there. Because, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, 50% of entrepreneurs close their doors within 5 years. So my mantra is sustainability as well as acquisition and female leadership. And what we want you to do is hone your skills in leading people, leading change using technology and analytics. And I am Dr. Karen Hills Pruden, and stay tuned for another interview, because this has been a powerful interview for the Women's History Month series. Until we meet again, bye.
Bye.